Welcome to today's video on the fascinating principles that form the foundation of forensic science. Whether you are a true crime enthusiast, a student, or just curious about how evidence shapes investigations, you are in for a treat. Today, we will dive into the 7 core principles of forensic science that forensic experts use to crack some of the most challenging cases. Let's explore each principle one by one and understand how these laws come into play in real-world investigations. The law of comparison. First, we have the law of comparison, which is as simple as it sounds. Compare like with like. The principle highlights the importance of using similar samples for meaningful analysis. For instance, if we are comparing fibers, we can't compare a black fiber with a black hair. The texture, properties, and origin are entirely different. Similarly, comparing a .38 caliber bullet with .32 caliber bullet won't make sense since they are different in size and design. In forensic science, it is crucial that we compare items that are similar in type of avoid misleading conclusions. Second one, the law of individuality. We have the law of individuality. Every object, whether natural or man-made, has unique characteristics. Think about fingerprints. Each one is unique to the individual, and even identical twins have different fingerprints. This law is fundamental because it allows forensic scientists to connect an object to a crime. For example, the unique grooves on bullet can link to the specific firearm used in the crime, and a partial fingerprint at the crime scene could be the key to identifying a suspect. Third one, law of analysis. Law of analysis emphasizes the importance of correct sampling and handling. Imagine the chores of blood samples from crime scene were to be mixed up or contaminated during collection. This principle underscores that evidence must be properly labeled, stored, and handled to maintain its integrity. For example, if 2 blood samples found at the crime scene are mixed up, it could lead to incorrect assumptions about the suspects involved. Maintaining an unbroken chain of custody is critical in forensic science to ensure reliable and trustworthy results. Fourth one, law of probability. Moving on, we have the law of probability. This principle helps forensic scientists determines the likelihood of certain events or matches. For example, when we're finding a fiber at the crime scene, the probability can suggest how likely it is to come from a common source, such as certain type of carpet. However, some things like the transfer of pet hair or common blue jean fiber can't be defined as unique because they are so widespread. The law of probability guides forensic scientists in making cautious, statistically supported interpretations about the evidence they are examining. Fifth one is law of progressive change. The law of progressive change reminds us that everything changes with time, and that includes evidence. For instance, if investigations delay visiting a crime scene, rain could wash away footprints, or changes in temperature could affect bloodstains. Even the people involved in a case can change. Witnesses might forget details, and criminals could alter their appearance. This principle emphasizes that time-sensitive evidence must be gathered quickly as changes over time can affect the reliability of the evidence. This one is the principle of exchange. Now we have one of the most famous principles in forensic science, Locard's exchange principle. Every contact leaves traces. This means whenever two objects come into contact with each other, there is a transfer of materials. If a suspect breaks into a house, they might leave fibers from their clothing on the windshield or windows, grills, etc., or take trace of dust or fibers from the scene. Their small traces can be crucial pieces for evidence. These evidences connect the suspect to crime by identifying and analyzing these exchanges. Law of circumstantial facts. Lastly, we have the law of circumstantial facts. You are probably heard the saying, facts do not lie, but people can and do. This principle emphasizes the reliability of physical evidence, which can be as powerful as eyewitnesses' testimony. For example, a shoe print left at a crime scene can sometimes reveal more about a suspect's presence than a witness who might be uncertain or biased. Circumstantial evidence is objective and dependable. When the telling the story that words can't capture, and there you have it, the foundational principles of forensic science. These laws are not just technical terms, they are what makes forensic investigations accurate, reliable, and trustworthy. If you have found this breakdown of forensic science principles insightful, hit the like button and subscribe for more exploration to the world of forensics. This wrap up the principles with easy to follow examples of each. Let me know if there is anything more to add. Thank you. Yours Forensic Guru Suresh Taruvu, signing off.